I have been given the keys to one of the UK's most hated cars. Chances are you've been stuck behind one of these doing 5 miles an hour in the outside lane, or one's crashed into you in a supermarket. It's one of them. Now that I have my dreary box of disappointment and boredom, I'm going to test it over a series of questions, as if I have no interest in cars at all. Now, if the colour didn't give it away, it is bright enough. Fiat have been very kind. Come over here and have a look. They've even labelled the car for us. And if you think that's not enough, they've also put it on the seat as well. Now, the little 1 litre 3-cylinder in this car, over a mix of driving, has done about 65 mpg, which is pretty good, albeit it is a hybrid. It's literally sipping on the fuel as if it's not sure if it's ever going to get filled up again. Granted, it can't make you a nice pizza, but yes. With the little 1 litre hybrid 3-cylinder engine and 68 bhp, what exactly do you think? So, driving wise, this car is, it's fairly boring. I mean, it's a 1 litre 68 bhp, so it's not going to be anything exciting to drive. You might get that in the Abarth, and if you do have an Abarth, I would be quite interested to try one. So write to us at, I have the better one of them at Motorkyle, or something like that. Interior wise as well, it's very plasticky. There's not a lot going on. You've got your CarPlay in the newer models, which is tiny and doesn't fill the entire screen for some weird and wonderful reason. There's lots of, if for some reason they colour the inside the same as the car in case you forget it's red again. Why you'd forget, I do not know. Everything in this car is red. And then there's this button that has a steering wheel on it, which I've been told means that it makes the steering lighter. Now, either this one doesn't work, or it's not really doing anything. You can try it. It's known as city mode, which is the idea of that's where this car is meant to be, in an Italian city. Small, tight, twisty roads, really difficult to get through, really difficult to park. So yes, if you are an Italian living in Italy, this car is perfect for you. But in other countries, it just doesn't really make much sense. So is this Fiat 500 as bad as what people make it out to be? Well, it depends how you look at it. This isn't a car built for a petrol head. It's built for someone that needs to get around town and just potter about. If you want the performance version, you have the Abarth. Now, I haven't driven one. Again, write to us. I'd like to try one. Maybe with the additional performance of the Abarth, it will give it that more theatre experience. A bit more noise, a bit more power and torque, and then obviously a stiffened suspension and what have you. So maybe that does completely change the way this car drives. The issue with this is you get to a hill and all of a sudden you start rolling back down the hill, which when you have an 18-wheeler behind you, turns out it's quite scary. So in theory, the Fiat 500 isn't as bad as what people make it out to be. It's a slow city car, it's quite quirky. The interior, although very plasticky, is quite nice. There's not really much wrong with it. We can't expect it to be this perfect performance car because that's not what it's built for. I think the issue people have with a car like this comes down to the way people drive it and not the car. So the big consumer advice on the Motorkyle channel from this episode is, if you want a small city daily driver, maybe you live in Italy, maybe you live in London, one of these wouldn't do you wrong. It's got the hybrid power as well, MPG is good, price isn't that bad. It's a cheap runabout car that you could pretty much park in a bush and no one's really going to notice it's there. But past that, I wouldn't have one personally. They're nice to throw about, but you get quite bored very quickly. Ultimately, go for the Abarth, keep your Fiat 500. I'm not too interested in it. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you subscribe, and we've got plenty more on the way, so make sure you tune in next time.